Hello everyone, my name is Jason Bond from jasonbondpicks.com. I'm a full-time swing trader and I also teach people how to swing trade my strategy. Now, I wasn't always a full-time swing trader. I actually taught for about 10 years in the state of New York, and during that time I was trading actively, but of course I couldn't do it full-time. It was working for me, and I had a passion to teach. I decided that I wanted to take control of my future, start this newsletter, and teach people on Wall Street instead of in public education. In a very short period of time, it's been working very well for me. I'm up $43,000 since I went full-time just 9 months ago, and that's 21% on my portfolio, which actually makes me ranked number 90 out of over 10,000 people on Profitly. So let me show you how this strategy works for me and why it might work for you. Winning small cap swing trades. My simple 5-step approach. Identify 3 easy to spot chart setups: oversold stocks, breakouts, and continuation patterns. Then look for near-term catalysts that could attract buyers down the road. Accumulate a position strategically at support by scaling into the trade, and then monitor the direct and indirect exposure to the stock because it makes a big difference. You need to understand the market conditions as well as any company news coming out of the company. Exercise discipline. I take 5 to 10% profit on most trades. I let the winners ride when it's really bullish, maybe 20 to 30%, and I quickly cut losses. While we're on the cutting losses topic, if you're up a couple of percent, get your stop loss in even or better. That way you guarantee you can't lose money on the trade. In other words, if you pick the right direction on a trade, do not take a loss. Let's go over these chart setups. Oversold. It's not hard to understand what oversold is. The stock has fallen off a cliff. Traders have overreacted. Short sellers have moved in. It's going to bounce at some point in time. Using technical analysis, we can identify the bounce. In this situation, the stock rejects lower levels and comes off of the $2 support range. In the following days, it moves 75 cents to $1 per share. And simply buying this pattern right here can be a very lucrative swing trade. How do we know it's oversold? By looking at the relative strength on the stock. When it's under the 30 line, we can get a clear reading that the stock has been oversold, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see this. It falls from $3.90 a share all the way down to $2 a share in no time at all. Breakouts. I love playing breakouts. A stock consolidates just below resistance. When it pushes through, the shorts get squeezed and it can move rapidly up $1, sometimes $2 per share in a very short period of time. In this situation, we can see that there's resistance on KNDI here at $3 a share. It butts up with that resistance here again in November. It consolidates sideways, so this would be a continuation pattern. And when it breaks through that resistance, it moves almost $1 to $2 a share in a very short period of time. Well, it's more like $1.50 per share from $2.82 up to $4.19. A very good profit opportunity when I'm only looking for 25 cents to 50 cents profit per share. So that's a breakout. Continuation patterns, another great way to swing trade. The technical analysis pattern here suggests that the trend is basically just on a temporary pause, and then it's going to continue once people accumulate like me, and then a bullish move will come again. Why does a chart like this, continue? Because the stock has a reason to go higher, but people are going to take profits along the way. And when people take profits, short sellers move in and knock the stock down. So in this situation, you can see DXO moves up off the bottom, and then we have a pennant or a flag pattern here. You want to consolidate this bottom trend line, all right, or the support right here. And if it moves lower, you sell for a small loss. But if it moves higher, you sell the next move. And as it pulls back, you buy support again, and the process simply repeats. So you're accumulating support, you're selling strength, and then you just continue to do the same pattern over and over. So you can see 4 excellent trade opportunities here on DXO. You had one right here at 60 cents. You had another here at 60 cents, and then at 70 cents, and then at $1.30, and now DXO's moving up again into the 226 range. It was also technically oversold back in October. We covered that earlier with oversold charts. What makes Jason Bond Picks unique? I'm not just selling my trades. I don't want you just to mirror my trades. I believe I'm one of the best teachers out there showing people how to swing trade. I'll teach you how to win, but more importantly, I'll also show you how to avoid losing. From using state-of-the-art software to run small group webinars to my daily chat room, my FaceTime with subscribers is unparalleled by any other alert service you'll try. But what really makes me the best teacher is my master's in education with over 10 years of teaching experience in the state of New York. It doesn't matter where your skill level is, I'll make you a better and more disciplined trader. Why am I so popular right now? Because I cut through the BS and I deliver my subscribers 2, 3, and sometimes 5 actionable trade alerts each week. These aren't just ideas, but trades I'm putting real money behind. This isn't some scam where I sell 30 minutes after my alert once my members bid up the stock like some of the other newsletters out there. I'm typically holding 2 to 5 days, sometimes 10 days, so this is the perfect service for someone that isn't sitting in front of their computer all day long. Let's see it in action. Let's take a look at HDY. I alerted this at $3.06 after it bottomed out. Sold it just 1 day later at $3.88 for a 27% gain or over $4,000 in profit. I did it again down here using the same technical pattern. The stock had bottomed out again. It started to consolidate. I picked it up on the news right here and sold it 5 days later for 24%, this time with 10,000 shares or $5,700 in profit. This pattern can be repeated over and over and over. Let's look at some more. QPSA, KPASA, the Facebook of Latin America, bought 3,000 shares here. I was scaling in. My intent was to buy 6,000 shares. Picked up 3,000 shares here at $2.95 on a Friday, knowing that the My Yearbook merger was coming just down the road on the 14th of November. The following Monday, QPSA rocketed up 30%, so I let this one ride because it was a good opportunity to go higher. It consolidated through the $3 range and $4 range, shaking out these previous losers, and then it ran again, and I sold right here for 60% in literally 5, 6, 7 days, and that netted me $5,300 on a really small position. And the best part about this is it's scalable. You could have bought 20, 30,000 shares or 1 to 2,000 shares like me. It's a real company with a real story. Local.com. I've hit Local.com for so much money over the last year, it's unbelievable. From right when I started this swing trading newsletter, I was all over Local.com. It's a great bounce opportunity. In through here, 5,000 shares at 363. Added another 5,000 shares at 381. So here I'm buying more at a higher price because I'm confident in my trade. All right, and then it squeezes shorts right here and jumps all the way to 483. I sold at 444 for 17%. Another big profit day. All right, so then I did it again through here. Bought 7,500 shares at 336. I sold part of my position just before they had a deal with Google. Literally the same evening the deal was announced. But I held on to 2,500 shares and I was able to take 5% profit on that deal news. These are short-lived opportunities. You can see that the stock fell off the planet shortly thereafter when they had bad earnings. All right, so again, right down here, same technical pattern. 5,000 at 225, just above technical support. Sold it 5 days later at 294, 20% profit, $2,252 for me. Again, one last time with Local.com, scaled in initially around 240 to 250, but picked up more shares just off the support to get my average at 222, and then sold the next bounce at 236 for another 6%, $2,700 profit for me. That's not a bad trade. LQMT. Same concept. Accumulate support, play the bounce, sell the rip. A lot of people say to me, Jay, you're playing stocks that are too expensive for me. I need penny stocks. Here's a really good example, 70% over 3 to 4 days, and that equated to $8,700 in profit for me, just under. That's not a bad trade. Do I always go for 70%? Absolutely not. But when we're closing candlesticks at the high of the day and it's bull after bull, just let them ride. Everybody knows Zag. Their products are in Best Buy. It's a good company, but it sold off recently when the insiders sold some shares and there was a lot of panic selling. And we can see a really good short-term trading opportunity here. Bought and alerted 3,000 shares at $7.19, sold them a day or two later at $7.90. 10% profit, $2,000. That's money in the pocket. Lock it in and do it again the next time it dips. So let's look at some key statistics. After a decade of teaching, I left in January of 2011 with a mission to teach people to swing trade. Jason Bond Picks was up and running just 2 months later in March of 2011, and I was actively trading with my subscribers. In the 9 months that I've been trading and teaching, I'm already ranked number 90 in dollar profits all time out of over 10,000 active traders on Profitly. Profitly has been around for years, and I'm climbing the ranks quickly. My $43,000 in profits represent a 21% return on my portfolio in less than 1 full year. More importantly, we've started January really strong. Right now on Profitly, out of over 10,000 traders, I'm ranked in dollar profits number 4. So we're off to a really good start. My newsletter is cranking. I've got 276 wins, 147 losses. That means I'm winning 65% of the time. My average take is just under $1,000, and my average percent gain is right around 10%, which is actually my goal of the newsletter. Lock in 5 to 10% winners and just do it over and over by spotting those 3 chart patterns and playing the short-lived opportunities.
Hi everybody, my name is JP, and I joined Jason's Service about 3 months ago. And after joining Jason's Service, I immediately saw a 40% increase in my portfolio. What I love about Jason is not so much his alerts, but it's his ability to sit down and take the time to educate me as a trader as to why he is making his alerts. And not only that, but I feel like his chat room is an educational playground. I'm with a group of guys that are day traders, that have experience trading, that can take the time to teach me some of their techniques. Now, I've been a trader for 10 years, and I've never seen a return on my portfolio of 40% in this little amount of time. So if anybody has any doubts as to Jason's Service, you can ask me, you can ask anybody in the chat room, and they'll tell you, Jason's Service works. It worked for me, and it's gonna work for you.
Hi, my name is Matt G. I've been a member with Jason for about a year now, and over the past year, I've learned more about trading than I have in my entire lifetime. And maybe like you, your portfolio goes up, it goes down, sideways, and really not understand why. With Jason's Service, you really get the hands-on experience that is really well needed in this day and age. To sit down and explain why he's picking, the strategies that he's using, to really help you to become educated and successful. And what better way to learn from the best? And his personal touch is exemplary. The chat room itself, I've built a lot of friendships. I feel confident in my trades now, and I'm being successful at what I do and love it. So I can't say enough about recommending his service and what you get out of it. And I hope you do. Thanks.
Hey everybody, I've had the privilege of getting Jason's service for a month now. I gotta tell you that he's very detailed training videos, personal emails, chat, takes time to work with you need it. He's an outstanding teacher, you feeling in the next room. He's available to any questions and training, much less intimidating, adds an element of side could very mundane. I'm very pleased with my decision to use Jason's service, and I highly recommend him. Any looking for the best in trading.
Hi,
Thanks again,
I'm a paid
Jason.
subscriber for JasonBondPicks.com. Hi, I'm a paid subscriber for JasonBondPicks.com. Strong, favorite win Jason about 3 months. Not only Jason, but strong, favorite opinion. Not only Jason. In the first 2 days, I was able to earn back. Subscriptions within the first 2 days, I was able to earn back. I earned a wealth of knowledge. Subscription Jason, just sitting and listening to the chat. I've learned him a wealth of knowledge. Jason, just sitting and listening to the chat. Over 3 months, I've been able to increase my portfolio. Over 3 months, I've been able to increase my trade portfolio, I should say, 100%. Trade, I was marginal going in. I'm now in the black considerably, and I'm very happy. I was marginal going in. I highly recommend them. In the black considerably, and I'm very happy with this stuff. I highly recommend them.
I've been a part of Jason Bond Picks for just over a week and a half, 6 trading days to be exact. And in that time, I've made an amazing $7,000 with Jason. Jason's a man that still knows what the word integrity means. And hey, I'm making money. What else can I say? He's a great guy. Thanks. Bye.
So that's my strategy in a nutshell. You've seen how it works for me, but more importantly, you've seen how it works for my subscribers. What I want to leave you with is how my love for teaching and trading comes across each and every day and how I interact with subscribers. I get to all of my emails every day to make sure that my subscribers aren't just mirroring my trades, but more importantly, are progressing as a trader themselves and able to duplicate this strategy and do it on their own. My name is Jason Bond from JasonBondPicks.com. I hope we'll see you back here soon.